Guys, so we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. This is going to be my second video of the day when it comes to the solar flare. The reason why I'm bringing this update, well, FEMA has been briefed about this incoming solar flare, and you have many agencies are preparing for worst case scenario. Power grid, blackouts, cell phone, internet, all that going down. Now remember, guys, back in May 19, you had a FEMA, Department of Homeland Security, and other agency. They had this emergency solar flare exercise drill for this type of event. All right, so let me just read this part really quick here. If you can, please share the video. It says here you have a space weather forecaster at NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center told Newsweek in an email Saturday, we are already taking measures to notify FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency, for their awareness only at this time, so the agency can make preparations to deal with and manage geomagnetic induced currents that will likely develop a high voltage transmission lines. Basically talking about, boom, the nation's grid. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the PayPal link and a Cash App link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you so much for your support. Alright, so this is going to be my second video. And we're going to talk about this on my live stream over at Grand Supreme News channel. That's my main channel. We almost at 83,000, I believe, followers. Thank you so much for that support. So we're going to go live. We're going to talk more about this news here. Now, from what I heard, the solar flare is going to hit us June 1st, noon, Eastern time. Now, it's not the end of the world. All right, so, but there's a possibility we might see a power outage. Who knows? All right, so severe geomagnetic storm watch issued for June may threaten infrastructure. May. All right, so I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there's a possibility it may impact our power grid. And we've seen what happened in Spain. Spain was like a wake-up call. A severe geomagnetic storm watch issued by National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is in effect for June 2nd. I thought it was June 1st. I thought it was June 1st noon. With the agency warning that the powerful solar flare event could disrupt critical infrastructure. All right. Like I said, we're going to go live. We're going to talk more about this. So you have Sean, a space weather forecaster at NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center, told Newsweek in an email Saturday, we are already taking measures to notify FEMA for their awareness only at this time, so the agency can make preparations to deal with and manage geomagnetic induced currents that will likely develop in high voltage transmissions lines, potentially impacting the nation's power grid. All right, so Newsweek has reached out to FEMA press team for comments via email on Saturday. Why it matters. Geomagnetic storms are classified by the NOAA on a scale of G1 minor to G5 extreme, with G5 being the most powerful and least common. The fluctuation in our planet's magnetic fields during a geomagnetic storm create electric fields on the Earth's surface. When the electric fields interact with conductive materials like rock, soil, or water, they induce electrical currents in the ground. These currents coupled with the electric fields in the ground, can lead to geomagnetically induced currents, which can travel through power grid system, and these GICs overload transformers and other electrical components, leading to potential damage or large-scale power outages. In other words, prepare yourself in case lights goes out. Get candles, batteries for flashlight. Make sure your phone is fully charged. Make sure you have like one of these backup chargers. You know, you just plug it in, and this is like a battery charger. You just put your phone on top of it, and charges your phone. So make sure you have stuff like that ready, and just in case, guys, worst case scenario. But out of all this, you're gonna see multiple states are gonna see the aurora, the beautiful lights, the northern lights. And I heard this thing is gonna be seen even in northern California and Alabama. I live in the state of Florida, so we don't see this. We see something similar, which is the Sahara dust. And when the sun goes down, we see like the color, the pinkish and purple colors in the sky. It says here what to know. On Saturday, NOAA issued a geomagnetic storm watch with a strong G3 alert for June 1st, a severe G4 alert for June the 2nd, and a moderate June 2nd alert for June the 4th. So it's going to start June 1st, all right? So there's going to be a strong one, G3, for June the 1st, all right? And then a severe G4 on June the 2nd. And you're going to have a G2 on June the 4th. So and this is, again, guys, there's going to be a lot more solar flare. I mean, the sun is just blowing. It's the signs of the heaven. Jesus Christ said there will be the signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars. There will be shaking to come. The warning comes after powerful coronal mass ejection erupted from the sun on May 30th. That was yesterday. It is expected to arrive at Earth on Sunday, tomorrow, June 1st. Coronal mass ejection is an eruption of solar material and magnetic fields, according to NOAA. The warning levels are our best guesses at the moment, Sean told Newsweek, adding that essentially we have to wait until the coronal mass ejection arrives 1 million miles from Earth at the Discover, I think that's the Discover/ACE spacecraft solar winds observatories to know exactly what the CME structures and magnetic strength and orientation actually are. So look at this. You see that? So this is the sun here, and what they use some kind of disc to block the brightness of the sun, and the only thing you see is like all these solar flare that the sun is erupting. You got one here, you got another one there, you got one down here, you got again. So the sun is just erupting, just releasing all these coronal mass ejections, CME. All right, so we are definitely seeing the signs of the heavens. This is what you call the heavens elements. Now, people think the heaven is, God, Jesus, and angels. That's the kingdom of heaven. But the Bible speaks about multiple heavens. Heavens referred to as looking up, or the sky. That's what heavens refer to, looking up. That rooster. Well, the sun is going down, guys, and the rooster is basically telling his females it's time to go to the chicken coop. All right, so you're going to hear that rooster, guys. I truly apologize. He's not done. He's not done. There's going to be a lot more. There's maybe 4 more. He added that if the magnetic field of the CME is strong and orientated opposite Earth, we are quite confident in the G3, G4 levels being reached whereas if it is not, then the severity becomes less likely. The effect of a geomagnetic storm can be significant, with NOAA's watch stating detrimental impacts some of our critical infrastructure technologies are possible. Possible, right? It's not a guarantee, but mitigation is possible. The infrastructure can be impacted by overload transformers, potentially causing temporary blackouts of the power grid or interfering with satellite communication and GPS disruption, among others. In 1989, a powerful CME caused a geomagnetic storm that knocked out the Hydro-Quebec power grid in Canada, leaving millions of people without electricity for hours. What people are saying? Well, Matthew, an atmospheric scientist, wrote on X, formerly Twitter, on Saturday, a rare G4 geomagnetic watch has been hosted by the Space Weather Prediction Center in Boulder, Colorado, indicating they are unusually confident in direct Earth impacts. My radar weather posted on X Saturday. This is a big deal. A severe geomagnetic storm is coming, and lots of Americans might get to see the aurora borealis, which is the light. I mentioned this in my other channel. Every time I see those light, the aurora, like pictures and stuff like that, the first thing that pops in my head is the movie The Langoliers. It was released back in the early 90s. And there was this plane that went through the aurora borealis. And people that were awake disappear. But the people that were asleep, they didn't disappear. They woke up in the plane, and there was like, where's everybody? And even the captain disappeared. Luckily, there was another captain, pilot. Another pilot was on board, and he was sleeping, and he had to go because he was traveling because he got the bad news about his ex-wife, passing away. So he went on board, he fell asleep early, and he woke up and people disappeared too. So it's a good movie. It's called The Langoliers. You can find it on YouTube. It's free. So what happens next? Geomagnetic storms can make aurora borealis or the northern lights more visible by disrupting the Earth's magnetic field. NOAA says the aurora may be visible for the northern half of the country as well as other sites. The SWPC will continue updating information about the solar event throughout the day and leading up to its expected impact. All right. So you have multiple agency has been briefed. NOAA. All right. You have the meteorological. You have all those weather forecasters. You have FEMA, Department of Homeland Security. Department of Homeland Security is getting involved too because of the power grid. And you do have like again, if things hit the fan, let's say the lights goes out, you're gonna have those Looney Tunes, those wolves that would try to take advantage and try to steal. Like again, you're gonna have lawlessness out in the streets. All right, so give me a second here, guys. I want to bring some of this news up really quick here. Here's the map. Whoops. I'm gonna have to fix this really quick. I'm sorry. Alright, so the Northern Lights viewing forecast, late Sunday evening, early Monday morning. So these are the areas. G4, you got multiple states that's gonna see the aurora borealis, which is the red one. The brown one, they're gonna see it too. Sadly, I live in the state of Florida. We're not gonna see it. This is coming out from PA Weather Plus LLC. very rare G4 solar storm watch. This is a map I made based on G4 storm history. If the storm does not achieve G4 levels, the viewing levels will be farther north and vice versa. More information about viewing the northern lights will be posted over the next 24 hours. So make sure you follow this person. I did follow a lot of stuff on my Twitter page. Follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description box. The Space Weather Prediction Center is monitoring the risk for a potential geomagnetic storm after the release of a strong CME, coronal mass ejection, from the sun yesterday afternoon. The current projection is for this storm to reach G4 severe strength, which will allow for the northern lights to be visible across the Commonwealth, on the horizon, and away from heavily light polluted regions. The last two recent times a G4 solar storm watch was issued were in May of 2024 and October of 2024, which both brought prolific shows across Pennsylvania. Nothing is guaranteed, but a large aurora show tomorrow night is a growing possibility. All right. So this is where we are right now, guys. Now follow me on Grand Supreme News. I will leave the link in the description box. All right, and make sure you check out BP Earthwatch. He did post one. Well, he actually posts two, right? Yeah, so he posts two. You got this one here, nationwide alert, severe G4 geomagnetic storm warning, potential power grid, satellites, and GPS impact. And he also posts this one here, 2.2 million mile per hour break wall, a solar wind incoming. Right, big shout out to the real BP Earthwatch. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here, guys, but I do have some more videos coming up. Make sure you check out the ones I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. We are definitely seeing Bible prophecy, the signs of the heaven, and Jesus spoke about the sun, the moon, the stars, and great shaking of the heavens. We are seeing it, we are living it, we are witnessing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our face. Thank you so much for watching, guys. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.